Hello, friends. How you doing? Welcome back to the Emotional Wound Clinic, Tarot Edition. First thing on the table is we got the girls looking the one eye. I love the girls. I got the girl and girls deck. I got the Realist Oracle, and we already have some players out on the deck, so we're gonna get into it. I already pulled the cards and cleared the air. First thing on the board is we got Miss Nyland. She's going to talk to everybody here, right? We got Rose. Guilt. Well, that's the overall message today. Because we have two people. This could be you or another person, a friend or a family member, somebody that you're really close to. I mean, like twins. I mean, whoever this was, whether it's you or the other person, I don't know. But you guys are like one and the same. So there's a lot of guilt here on the table. So I don't know who's watching. I know what's going to come out, but I'm just going to read it as it goes. Again, I'm not sure who's watching, but we'll see. So I have this Knight of Swords. My throat chakra has been closed over all morning. We have this Knight of Swords. I see someone, air energy. It doesn't have to be, but we are looking at Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy coming towards. So it's communication. I feel like there is a communication or some type of swift energy towards this relationship. I'm going to get more into what this is, but right now it's like someone's coming towards or communication towards this ending of this beautiful relationship, and I see movement forward. I see some movement forward, but the energy is slow, and it's Cancer energy, so a lot of feelings here about the movement, a lot of passion here, a lot of duality. Definitely a lot of duality here, because you can see the duality again. We're getting these doubles, so we shall see what's going on. I'm gonna get into the first pile, which is where you're coming from, what's been going on, and then we'll get into your present, and then we'll get into the current path that you're on as of now, the timeline that you've chosen as of today. As of the timeline that you're looking at. This is a timeless message, so whenever you're looking at this is where your timeline that you're picking. All right, stay tuned, guys. So I see whenever you came towards this relationship, this person was an empath, maybe some friends, and it looks like you came in really hot and heavy, very cold-hearted, very, sharp with your words, maybe some imbalanced thinking, see some imbalance, just moving very fast, not thinking. And again, I see friends listening and hearing. So maybe your friends were minimizing, telling you whatever this person was doing is not that serious. Why are they being that serious? And so maybe your person was an empath and they're very deep feeling. And so maybe your friends were telling you that it's not that serious, whatever it was. I see that there has been a bit of acting out. So maybe perhaps this is linked. Maybe some of the minimizing their feelings, because I know if you minimize someone's feelings, minimizing is real. When you minimize someone's feelings, then that's basically crossing their emotional boundaries. We don't like when our boundaries are crossed, and so if you're crossing the empath's emotional boundaries, you may get some of this behavior, acting out, displacement, fighting, yelling, screaming, kicking, punching. Yeah. Okay, so your friends were minimizing some things, or you were minimizing some things. Something about minimizing this acting out. Let's find out more about this minimizing this acting out and the friends saying this empath. Because you're coming up very fast, quick, and cutting things. This relationship, because this person's acting out. So let's find out what this person was doing or you were doing. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get into some more details. Of course, because Blanche Devereaux is here. We already know what that is. Blanche. And she's next anyway, so she got a lot to say. Oh my goodness, there's gonna be a couple of parts to this one, I can tell. So acting out. So it looks like there are some addictions, some attachments, some strongholds, as they would say in the church. And it looks like there's a community of people, a third party. Again, these friends. What about your friends? Will they let you down? That's why I love the show. They, you might not be a good friend. I feel like I'm a really good friend. My friends tell me I'm a good friend. At least my best friends do. My real friends. People who hate my friends, clearly. If we ain't friends, then yeah. Anyway, you get it. Those who know. All right. So it looks like there were some friends. We really just focused your attention, your passion on what your friends. You were looking at your friends and not the relationship. Whew. Give me some more about this Nine of Swords reverse. Okay, so it looks like this Nine of Swords, maybe coming out of it, maybe the anxiety is lessening, but it looks like you were having a hard time, or you're, this relationship, you feel like this was a chosen one. These cards fell, and maybe you're feeling there's no way, I see that maybe some of the anxiety has been lessening because of coping skills. That's really good. I had asked more information about the Nine of Swords, so what got you there? Looks like there's been a bit of cursing, yelling, very drama, magnifying. Maybe you had some thoughts like this, like, oh, this is too hard, this is big, this is impossible, this is overwhelming, I can't deal with this, it's too hard. If you speak like that to thyself, right? If you speak to thyself like that, you're gonna blow it out of proportion. And this is where you'll end up, because you'll get back and looking like, I made that way too big, right? And that comes from mind reading, having snap judgments, assuming that you know what someone's thinking, assuming you know why someone's doing what they're doing. This is when you assume that you know what motivated someone, right? You're a mind reader. You know. This is when you're playing God. You don't know what anybody is thinking unless you ask. Because what happens, you make it out of you and me. We don't assume. So if that got you there, some of this mind reading, blowing things out of proportion, cursing and yelling at people, I do suggest, this is why this is on the table, you need to learn some coping skills, sublimation, because this is, you gonna get, nobody wants to be around someone who does not know how to control these aspects of themselves. So clearly guilt, yeah. So let's go ahead and give them to Blanche, since the Devil card came out. Let's go ahead and move along to Blanche Devereaux to see what's going on with my twin. What's up, twins? I don't know if this is you watching or your twin watching. Y'all probably both watching since y'all twins. Let's see what y'all do. Guilt is on the table. Come on, Blanche, what you got? Come on, Blanche, in the Southern tradition of ours. We got to do it like that. I won't do the whole entire reading in my Southern voice. But anyway, the Ace of Cups is in reverse. So Blanche says you got some guilt about a relationship. She stayed breaking up with folks, so she don't care. She would now. So right now, what's coming up is I feel like you're wanting to offer something. But there is a blockage here, maybe some confusion. And Dorothy don't like being confused. And see, Dorothy's at the end, so that's gonna be a whole problem. She's gonna help. It's crazy how it's coming out, this reading, because I always do this intuitively to line up and whatever. So let's find out some more from Blanche on that. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna post this. I'm just doing this intuitively, so hopefully it makes sense to whoever's watching. Yay, creativity. All right, so the relationship is in the trash because somebody betrayed someone. Of course it's in the trash. Honey, what'd you expect? Well, you want to come to offer someone some love, you got a cup of honey and sugar. Because you know what they say, when you got the oats in your hand, you best to close the fence before it gets out I forgot how the damn line go, but stupid. I gotta go back and watch Golden Girls so I can come up with my lines again, because this lines are so dope. Anyway, present when you're in love, you want to offer some love, but you're confused. And baby, you confused because you're personalizing. This is where these personality disorders lies at. I know y'all can get mad at me for saying it. I made the cards. Spirit told me to make the cards to let people know what the real life diagnosis is. But remember, this is spiritual therapy, so don't let that bother you, these diagnoses, okay? It's more so about what you're doing. So personalization is when you're comparing yourself to another person. This is self-hate. This is that I'm not good enough. It's all about them. So there's two ways to personalize. Either you compare yourself to other people, meaning I look better than them, but they look better than me, or the opposite. They're so much better than I am. So whether you're comparing yourselves in a way that's favorable or not favorable, that's personalization, and that's very negative, and it leads to depression and anxiety and a delusional sense of. It leads to a whole bunch of other catastrophic thinking. And then the other way is to make everything about you. Everything that someone does links back to you. They're trying to do something to you. It's always about you. This is personalizing. This is a lack of self-esteem. This is because you don't feel good enough. This will keep you in a Two of Swords all effing day. Can't see where you're going, and then fighting, like, because how you gonna slash where you go? You have to be really in tune. So this Two of Swords is like getting quiet, finding out what it is that you actually want. And what you want right now is to be unstuck, to get some movement forward. And it looks like you want to build. You want to really work. That's good. Yeah, you really need to work. You need to really do some building. And baking a cake is not happen in 5 minutes. To bake something like this, it's going to take time and precision. And look who's building it. I don't know if y'all know, but Blanche ain't no baker. Blanche don't cook. Blanche will order something, honey. She don't get her nails upset. I mean, she'll go in the kitchen, bake a little bit, but Dorothy, can you get the icing? She's one of those. So you may be a person who wants somebody to help you. You might be a bit lazy. And my dog just confirmed. I'm sorry. You might find it a bit challenge. You see, he's going crazy. My dog is going crazy. Stop it. Nobody wants to see you. They probably do. Hush it. I'm doing readings. So what's uncovered? The moon cards reverse. Remember, such as hard work. You wanted your partner to do the work for you? No. That was not gonna work. Yeah, what's hidden is that relationship was not successful because of this. This damaged that. Oh, I can't make this up. Wedding. This is our wedding card, guys. Everybody knows this. This is our divine partnership, our perfect union. This is our, come on. This is Rose. Rose, Nyland, and Miles. Come on. They can't stay away from each other. Buzz couldn't stand the thought of her being with somebody else. He showed up. He couldn't do it. They called themselves breaking up. He couldn't do it. And there we go, balance. And we have Sagittarius energy here. Pisces energy, Gemini energy, some Neptune energy. All right. I'm gonna leave that there with Dorothy. Dorothy says, balance the energy out, honey. Alchemize it. You alchemize things by finding coping skills, create things, find ways to stop doing the things that keep you in a negative mindset. You literally have to change your mindset. So start writing, start scripting, buy shadow workbooks, do the work on yourself, go find a therapist, go find a coach, go help thyself. If this is not your reading and you know who's reading this, is share this video, because this is clearly somebody who is struggling. Whoever this is somebody in this world is struggling with this. And we, everybody's narcissists, they're so awful. Clearly someone is struggling. What you want them to do? If they're here, let them find out. If they're willing to listen, If you finally get one to listen, if you finally get one of these to listen, relax. Let's see if they can learn through spirituality. Because one thing about it, even with somebody who is an NPD and they're a narcissist, well, the good thing is narcissists are actually left brain people. So they're very logical. Narcissists actually have great boundaries. They don't respect your boundaries, but you go respect theirs. Because if you don't, it's going to be some problems. It's going to be some problems. It's going to be some problems. Did I say it? Because if you don't, they will ghost you. Stop playing with them. But people who are on the other side, these people who are, I'm an empath, and they're using me and training me. You better get you some boundaries, You better get you some values. You better know what you stand on. You better get like them and stand on business and ghost them. Be like, well, you already know Sophia gonna say something smart about your guilt. You and your twin, but let's go to see what Sophia gotta say. Okay, Sophia says the relationship ended. I mean, she put it bluntly, and she is blunt. That's why I love these girls. You can't even get mad at me, because if you watch the show, they are cutthroat. Do you hear me? You don't understand petty until you watch the show. They're the queen of will slice you with their words. Anyway, but weak-minded. Sophia said, you're weak-minded, that's why. And she called you a YN, and you didn't learn your lesson. And she said that you probably need to alchemize that with a new perspective. And here are some different perspectives we can do. Travel, get your passport, she said. Maybe some Facebook has been going on. Maybe transmute the energy on Facebook. Displacement comes right behind that. So then it makes me think that maybe you're displaced and taking your feelings out on others. Maybe there's been some social media. Maybe you've been posting, or maybe I don't know, maybe somebody's been posting. This is taking feelings out on other people. So maybe you need to alchemize that. I hope you haven't been doing no love spells, kind of magic. Be careful lighting candles. If you are in betrayal energy, or if you have betrayed someone, or if you have been betrayed, be careful with praying and doing candles. And being in love can definitely make you do that type shit. See, yeah, I get it, but no, we're not doing that, okay? Right, because hell lost another one. See, don't do that. If you're here listening, then don't do those things. Hell lost another one. It means you're being called. Breathe again. Wow. Breathe again. So this is a chance for you to breathe again. You know, we all make mistakes, and this may have been a big one for you. But this is being called for. This is big Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is big energy. And then it's time for you to big transmute some energy then. Big transmute this. If you have been weak-minded and you've been in that YN energy, well, here we go. I ain't even right on the table. Shoulds, expectation. You should do this controlling, dictator. Come on, bro. We already know what this is. Whoever this is, share this reading. If this is not your reading, you know who reading this is. This YN has not learned this lesson because, hey, you should do this. You should do this. These are unrealistic expectations. This person believes they're a dictator. Do you hear my dog is going crazy right now? He's like, oh, he don't even do all this doing that. You are playing God. This is spell work. This is devil energy. This is witchcraft with your words. You're putting people in jail. You should do this. You should do this. The only thing is, when you use shoulds, let me talk to y'all real quick. I'm going to say it every time. So if you don't like a fast forward, skip ahead and just continue watching the video until we get to... If you don't want a rant session, go ahead and skip ahead to the video and you'll get to Dorothy. It's fine. But I'm going to do a rant session real quick, an education piece. When you should someone, they need to be exactly that, right? Because if not, then you're giving someone an expectation and rules. And these are not boundaries, but these YNs be thinking they're boundaries. They're not boundaries. And they cause you to not learn your lesson, and you end up over here in this BS. You end up in here with this lost relationships, weak-minded. This is weak-minded. Weak-minded. That's why we say YNs, weak-minded. You should do this. You should not drink and drive. You should not run with scissors in your mouth. You should not touch people inappropriately. See, these are rules that are with society, with morals and values. But when you tell someone, for example, a spouse says, my husband would show he loves me, he should take me on a drive to the country and then out to eat. And, you know, and if he doesn't do that, that means that he only cares about himself and he don't care nothing about me and he doesn't love me. Do you see that should? What? Now, it sounds silly when I say it out loud, but people actually do this a lot in conversations. I should have called him. I should have did this. We have to change the words with could. Maybe. It would have been nice. Or you could have told me. Not should have, unless it's a real should. Unless it's a real should. You know, like if I'm coming to your house and I'm supposed to pick you up at 9 o'clock and you realize at 8:50 that you can't go with me, you should absolutely call me. You should absolutely reach out to me. That is a should. But because of, we understand that. But think about this. You have to really know yourself and dial down and talk, have this internal dialogue. Am I using the correct verbiage? People do not want to police their speech anymore. We're so lazy with our philosophy because it's taken out of school. We don't read. We don't philosophize. We don't write. That's why I love poetry, and this is because you don't hold yourself verbally accountable for your words, which leaves you in witchcraft unknowingly. So whoever I'm talking to, you're probably hurting and don't even know why you're hurting. It's because of your mind. Our minds are damaged as a population. Can we not see it? That's why I am a provider. As a population, our minds are effed up. Colonization, oppression. Do you know what that does to your amygdala? Do you know what that does to your prefrontal cortex? And then you add this to generations and you wonder why you should. Yes, of course, I get it. So there's no hate. That's why I tell people, stop hating on people who have mental health issues. We have to untangle it because they have been weak-minded and they can't help themselves. They don't know. They end up in here, they be meeting their love, they twin, and then they end up in these effed up situations listening to friends. I get it. The energy is strong. I feel I'm even shaking over here right now. I'm shaking over here because I feel the anger and the resentment towards self. This is intense as hell. Okay, so Mother Dorothy, she says this guilt that you've been having with the twin, the things that your friends, remember we talked about earlier in the reading, this black and white thinking got you here. Your friends, is inner child work. You need some inner child healing. So it looks like whatever it is, whatever feelings or emotions your friends were validating for you, it seems to it soothes this black and white thinking, this and or good or bad. Your friends fed into your delusion. That is not good. These are not good friends. They happily did that shit too. Like I see now that again you're in this building stage and you're trying to rest. Maybe you're thinking about traveling. I see passport. You're trying to get your passport, thinking about leaving. Exploring is under here. So what's coming, again, a lot of travel. You do have split energy coming up as the overall theme for ending of the message and your advice. We're going to pull, as you said, we pull some oracle cards. So to get some where you can go to now. So it looks like now moving forward, what's to come, the energy that you're moving towards, that you're in. I still see you're focusing on this relationship, but you guys are definitely separated, and this is divinely orchestrated. God, spirit itself is definitely keeping you guys apart. And I definitely see there's confusion here still. Remember I said we saw that earlier. There was confusion. So you're being called to alchemize. Again, big Sagittarius energy. Lessons. Again, what did you learn? Did you get the point? Did you learn something? So I feel like you need to alchemize this new love. This new love comes. I don't know what this is about. I'm going to pull more. I'm going to keep pulling into that. So new love is coming. Something about new love. This dog is really going crazy. He never does this. You must be really... Oh my goodness. Maybe the confusion is you don't know when love is coming your way again. You don't see a way. You need to... This is projections. Projections are... Forget what they see, is how you see it. You know, projections when you have your own terms. So for example, let's say you find someone else attractive, then you begin to think that your partner finds other people attractive and you think that they're cheating. So whatever you're accusing someone else of doing, you're probably doing yourself, or you think, or you think the person would do because you either had that done to you before or you yourself would do that. So either it was done to you in the past and you're projecting it onto them, your past hurts, or, you know, it's something that you would be doing. I see that you're listening to music, trying to confront your ego, which is beautiful. Confronting the ego is amazing. You could be, and that could be because maybe you're feeling things are unfair, and the ego does not like, oh, fair is not fair no more. Spirit saying gather more information on what you think is not fair and not fair. Maybe things are exactly fair. Again, avoid jumping to conclusions. These type of things keep you into a sword. Jumping to conclusions, comparing to the last person. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that? You were comparing this person to your people who have hurt you before, and your friends did not help you. Ooh. Causing confusion, slow thinker. Didn't I say? She called it, or she said weak-minded. Sophia called you weak-minded. I'm sorry. If you watch the show, they will eat you up as a different generation. So am I. They don't care about your feelings. This is why I came to tarot. I can't talk like this in a therapy session. Like, she said, tarot ain't gonna talk about that. Tears. Jumping to conclusions will bring you a lot of tears, friend. Lots of tears. All right. Ending message for you. You may be feeling stuck. Keep coming back. Share this message. Like and subscribe. Get in the comments. Please get in the comments. And like tell me if you shared the video at least or something. Tell me if you know, like, I know who video this was. Like, just say something to me, because I be out here working, bro. Y'all don't say nothing to me, bro. These YNs has got me up. Y'all not gonna say nothing to me, and I'm up here pulling cards, and YNs is sneaking out. How dare y'all not share this video? How dare you not? Look at my dog. Tell him, baby. Tell him. They not sharing the video. He doesn't ever do this. So I thank you. Let them know.